What's up, the squad? Back with another video. Y'all seen the title's going out. Make sure y'all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see in the title. So definitely bad news for Ilhan Omar, Tim Walz, and a lot of individuals that's in Minnesota. Says Omar is back in the spotlight as Minnesota's pandemic meal fraud investigation reaches 78 defendants and over $250 million in confirmed stolen funds. There is more and more things coming out, whether if it's fraud, whether if it's more corruption, whether there's more money, or more individuals that have something to do with it in general. The Feeding Our Future scheme, fake meal programs, forged claims, and luxury spending remains one of the largest child nutrient fraud case in U.S. history. Omar said has not been charged yet. Her 2018 victory party was held at Safari Restaurant, co-owned by ringleader Salim Ahad. I think that's Ahmed, or I don't know how to say his name, but Salim, and hopefully I'm saying that right. Regardless, very deep trouble. She once appeared in Feeding Our Future promo video and a volunteer from her 2018-2020 campaigns. Gahad Hashi pleaded guilty in August to wire fraud and money laundering after faking 5,000 daily meals. On CNN, Omar condemned the scheme as reprehensible, but blamed rush pandemic programs and saying no guardrails. Trump quickly weighed in, saying she shouldn't even be allowed to be a congresswoman. And honestly, I feel like there is a lot of individuals who think the same exact way that Ilhan Omar shouldn't be, in Congress. Obviously, they're wanting her, obviously back to her country, and they're wanting Tim Walz, in a cell. I mean, that's. It's very self-explanatory. I'm not even gonna lie. Got it here. Ilhan Omar is pretty much done. Says the rats are scattering, and most of them are begging reporters to hear their sides. And honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. So many people are coming out and seeing and witnessing a lot of the things that's going on in Minnesota right now. Even if y'all can hop on X, y'all can hop on anything almost, and there's video after video after video of it's just small things. It's one of those things, you see something, and then there's more that comes out with it, and then you put those pieces together, and you have a complete puzzle, when it's all said and done. Whistleblowers now confirmed her campaign funneled a massive amount of money to her husband's firm with Somali Link Networks in Minneapolis. Ran one of the biggest relief fraud schemes in history. Hundreds of millions of dollars stolen. Check it out.
Well, now investigators are tracking the web of fraud to other Minnesota Democrats, such as Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. Many of the suspects linked to the scheme live in her district, including a restaurant owner who hosted events for her. He has since been convicted of stealing $12 million in COVID funds. Mm-hmm. Well, now investigators are...
It's more and more money, that we're hearing about each and every day. You got it right here. Tim Walz and Ilhan Omar are panicking after it's been confirmed Somali fraud isn't just $1 billion. It may be up to $8 billion. Check it out, Stephen Miller.
With all the scams, with pretending that children have autism who are not in fact autistic, with pretending to enroll people in food programs when in fact nobody was ever enrolled, and engaging in massive fraud, lying, and theft and grift on a scale we've never seen before in American history. The total bill, the total tab for this is going to be far beyond the numbers we've already seen reported. We believe the state government is fully complicit in this scheme, and we believe that what we are going to uncover is going to shock the American people. Look, based on the records that we already have, and this is a significant undercount, by the way, 75% of the Somali population in Minnesota is on welfare. But that's likely a significant undercount of just how much of a financial burden the Somali refugee population is imposing on this country.
I'm telling y'all, it's definitely sickening. It's definitely sickening on what they're doing. And this is not the only place. I watched a video. Where was the place at? I'm mad at myself. I don't remember. Pretty sure it was Ohio. Pretty sure it's Ohio. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But I'm pretty sure I seen a video of a woman in Ohio. There's, some Somali issues that's going on as well. Obviously, this is the biggest. But I'm telling you, it's all for, them. They obviously do not care for Americans. They don't care for America at all. And people are literally saying that. You literally have here, this is a post by Libs of TikTok. Says, y'all can find this. Usually I say the name so y'all can find. I know a lot of people be asking. And if y'all do see a clip or anything that y'all do want to see, just go in the comments. I usually typically try to comment back to y'all as much as I can. What you have here says, would you look at that? Somali illegal Abdul Dahir Ibrahim, who is involved in defeating our future fraud scheme, poses with all his leftist friends. This is Secretary of State Steve Simon, Senator Tina Smith. You got Ilhan Omar and Tim Walz, all in the pic with this guy. I'm telling y'all, everybody has something to do with it. Definitely, I know for a fact. I'm telling y'all, got to check it out. Fox News.
All right, this news just breaking moments ago. Fox News has obtained photos of one of the Somali illegal immigrants wrapped up in the Minnesota fraud scandal, posing with several high-profile Minnesota Democrats, including Congresswoman Ilhan Omar and Governor Tim Walz. The man pictured is Abdul Dahir Ibrahim. He entered the country in 2000 and has had an order for removal since 2004. He also has a prior conviction in Canada for asylum and welfare fraud. ICE tells Fox News Ibrahim was granted temporary protected status for 10 years, but should have never been eligible. We are going to have more on this in our next hour.
I'm telling you, everything that they're doing is definitely coming out. I really hope, and pray that things definitely get better when it all comes down to it, because there's a lot of horrible things happening, whether it's coming from fraud, whether it's coming from horrible crimes, coming from these individuals that's coming over here and literally doing everything and doing anything and literally getting away with it. Not only getting away with it, but taking money, stealing money while doing it. It's really insane. This is another post by Liv's TikTok. Literally, guys, here's Somali Abdul. Here, the same guy, just showed. This is says here, was convicted in feeding our future fraud scheme and was ordered removed in 2004. Campaigning for Ilhan Omar in 2016. So a lot of these things are slowly coming out. Obviously a lot of this stuff should have been, done, situated, but you when you're having these individuals, and that goes back to show y'all. I mean, you have Senator Tina Smith, Steve Simon, Ilhan Omar, Tim Walz. You're having these individuals that's enabling this, and I'm telling y'all, they got a lot to do with it. I know for a fact, got a lot to do with it. Says Minnesota's fire wasn't an accident; it was engineered. Check it out.
It turns out that a core group of Somali Americans or refugees, whatever they were at that point in time, figured out how to game the system, and they figured out that fraud paid, corruption paid, crime paid, because they weren't held accountable. And so they kept doing it until ultimately the house of cards fell down.
No, you couldn't be more right, Laura. And frankly, Ilhan Omar found the blueprint pretty early. She's clearly been in this for personal gain. She's made tens of millions of dollars since she's entered Congress. And what do you know? We find that her friends are getting rich in the process too. But like I said, this is intentional. It's by design. Ilhan Omar was the individual in Congress who introduced this legislation that ultimately led to Feeding Our Future being able to defraud $250 million. And you gotta laugh, because just the other day, she's complaining, well, it's because we don't have guardrails in place, and that's why these third parties were able to go steal from taxpayers. Well, Ilhan, you were in charge of setting up the guardrails.
I mean, it's all right there. All right there, y'all. This is former Prime Minister of Somalia reveals that Ilhan Omar is here in America to represent Somalia. You can't make this up. I'm not even going to lie. I am going to have to read. I know this is about to probably get annoying, but I know a lot of y'all don't, speak this language, so I have to. But I'm going to try to make it quick. And we don't even have to listen. Basically say who has written the name of Somalia with the gold pen. The interests of Ilhan are not Ilhan's. It's not the interests of Minnesota, nor is the interest of the American people. It's the interest of Ilhan is that of Somalian people and Somalia. The success of Ilhan is the success of Somalia. And that carries a heavy meaning to us. Me speaking in the name of the Somalian people. Everywhere they're on the planet. And I'm asking that you support and give money to Ilhan's campaign. To support her with your votes. Tell your neighbors and friends. And anyone you know to come out and support Ilhan Omar. So they can ultimately vote for her. And knock on every door you can for her so that she can be reelected. It's all right here. What is your promise? Your promise is to come shoulder to shoulder and be Ilhan's shield. And vote for her again. With all of you working together. Thank you all and God bless. So you literally have a prime minister of Somalia literally telling individuals what they need to do for Ilhan and basically make it all about Somalia. Send us money, raise money for Ilhan, do what y'all need to do for Ilhan. And it's odd. I'm telling y'all, this is very sickening, y'all. It's very sickening. And what makes me so mad about this, y'all, is that you literally have an individual, and this video is out. Everybody has seen, a lot of people have seen this video. Even the people I'm going to speak of when it comes to Tim Walz even. The senator. You know, when you're having, you know, we talked about bringing it back to Tina Smith, to Steve Simon, you know, to these individuals. People, they're literally seeing all this. And that's why I say when it comes down to it, I feel like they have something to do with this. Because thinking about this, why wouldn't you say nothing? Why wouldn't you say anything, you know, when it comes to all the fraud that's happening? You know, the prime minister, you know, making it all about Ilhan and Somalia, not America. I'm telling y'all, it's definitely insane to me, y'all. It's definitely insane. Check it out, y'all.
So when it comes to all of these Somalians, of course, the poster child for that is Ilhan Omar, the woman who married her brother, the incestuous Ilhan Omar. And Ilhan Omar wants to make this about her. She sees the opportunity to make this entire thing about President Trump being obsessed with her and her people. And so here is what she is saying now about all of this.
The president's obsession with me and the Somali community is really unhealthy. It's creepy. And I hope that he gets the help that he needs.
I would love for someone, anyone, to count the number of times that Ilhan Omar has gone on social media and posted about President Trump. I would love to see that number because these people eat, sleep, and breathe everything that Donald Trump says, does, acts, looks at. Oh my God, he has a bruise on his hand. Oh my God, he said something that we don't like. He posted on Truth Social. Like, these people can't get enough of Donald Trump. And Ilhan Omar wants to make it about her. Oh, I don't understand why Donald Trump is so obsessed with me. He's not obsessed with you. He just wants you the out of our country. And you know what? Me too. I do too. We all want you out of our country. You come here, you don't appreciate anything.
Come on now.
You rise to the level of Congresswoman and you're still complaining about how oppressed you are somehow. I don't know. I mean, it seems to me that you've been given everything, that you've been given afforded every opportunity, more opportunity than American citizens in some cases, because you came here as a refugee. And we took you in your swaddling hijab, and we allowed you to come into our country, and we allowed you to take advantage of our resources. And now, what thanks do we get? Ilhan Omar complaining about our country, about our Constitution, about our law and order, about the fact that we don't want illegal criminals in our country, in our states. Just get the out. I don't understand why. He's not obsessed with you. He just wants you out. I hope that I cleared that up. 113 posts, the control room tells me. 113 posts about Donald Trump, but he's obsessed with you. Okay, baby girl. Sorry, that math ain't mathing.
One thing about it, I ain't even gonna lie. I love Sarah Gonzalez. Definitely do. She speaks the truth. Definitely spoke the truth on this. And I say that to say this. You have a country, and this goes not only for Ilhan Omar, But for a lot of individuals, you come to this country and you be respectful. You show that respect. It's so much disrespect, and I don't see how a lot of individuals are thinking this is something okay when it comes, obviously I'm talking about the left, thinking that this is something that's okay to have, to do, to have individuals disrespect, America, but then say, oh, well, how is Trump administration? How is Trump a patriot? How is he this? How is he all for America? Are you serious right now? I mean, do people not see what's posted each and every day of what these individuals are doing? It's absolutely insane to me, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's absolutely insane. Check it out, President Trump.
They have a representative, Ilhan Omar, who they say married her brother. It's a fraud. She tries to deny it now, but you can't really deny it because, it just happened. She shouldn't be allowed to be a congresswoman, and I'm sure people are looking at that. And she should be thrown the hell out of our country. Mm-hmm. And most of those people, they have destroyed Minnesota, okay? Minnesota, you have an incompetent governor. You have a crooked governor. He's crooked as hell, but he's incompetent. Walz he should be ashamed. That beautiful land, that beautiful state. And all they do is complain, complain, complain. You have her. She's always talking about the Constitution provides me with... Go back to your own country and figure out your Constitution. All she does is complain about this country. Without this country, she would not be in very good shape. She probably wouldn't be alive right now. So Somalia is considered by many to be the worst country on earth. I don't know. I haven't been there. I won't be there anytime soon, I hope. But what Somalia, what the Somalian people have done to Minnesota is not even believable. It's not even believable. And a lot of it starts with the governor.
I'm telling y'all, definitely insane. A lot of it does start, with the governor. Bring me back. I done been to this photo a lot of times, when it comes down to Tim Walz, allowing a lot of this to happen. And like I said, I know for a fact that I have to have something to do with it. I know for a fact, we all know, just can't wait for them to come out with more. But you already know, definitely hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate every single last one of y'all. I do apologize. This is my only video dropping tonight. But you already know. Catch y'all next one.